Hello, welcome back to the next episode of Cemetery Mary. Now, last episode, a lot of stuff happened. If you couldn't tell by the thumbnail of the last episode, a lot of stuff happened. Oh, God, a lot of stuff happened. So, Theodore's dead. I just addressed that straightforward. And not very upset about it. They're being rude again. And making fun of her again. One in particular, I'm not gonna say exactly who it is, there, pretended she was hung by a noose and proceeded to try to scare the living shit out of Mary, and in doing so pushing it too far. And in doing so, Croven got really upset about it being not taken very well by Mary and started blaming all the stuff on her. So, in the end, Reginald is so far the only person we've actually encountered that's actually been somewhat nice, which says a lot since we don't know much about him. He loves to read. He has a hidden, I would argue technically, cafes. I think the wording for it would be coffee place is what is labeled here, that he loves to visit quite frequently when he's upset. Nice quiet atmosphere. I'd love to go myself if that was an actual place, but currently we are here because he's not doing well. We had encountered Twyla and she was just being as rude as ever. So yeah, that's just how it is. So, let's continue the game as we do have a lot more to go. I expected, but okay, it was stated to be 2.5 hours plus an extra hour or two of content. Okay, itchy nose, itchy nose. I've already recorded about 5 hours worth of content here. Oh god, 5 hours worth of content. Also, before I forget, let's save here. His door had been open just a crack, but I opened it just a bit more to get a better look inside. He was sitting on top of his bed without even turning to face me. I heard him say, "I know you're there, Mary. Come on in." Okay, good, there's not blood. I stepped inside and took a seat on the end of his bed. He didn't seem to have much of a reaction. Okay, your room's nice enough. It's getting a bit late. I'll probably start dinner soon. Sounds good? You really shouldn't be smoking inside, you know. It's a lollipop. Ah, I see. Huh. What to do? What to do? What to do? I don't see a flag anywhere. Well, let's see. I like the plush. Why not? Let's say we like the plush. Make things a little less tense, hopefully. Thanks. Just flag. I just noticed flag, bisexual flag. Okay, cool. Okay. I haven't seen it before. Is it recent? Yeah. That person you met, Bass? They won it that time. We went to one of the arcade. Said they had no room for it and insisted that I have it. I hope you don't mind that I didn't give this one to you. I know you like collecting toys, but oh, no. Totally get it. Don't even worry about it. The flag. Yeah, I know. Oh, alright then. You finally hung up your signed poster. Yeah, I noticed that I just see that we can do multiple ones. I thought you can only do one interaction. But no, we get to continue. It's a bit low to the ground, though, don't you think? It's fine. Besides, if it falls down, I don't have to worry about having to get a chair or anything to put it back up again. Fair point. I notice your hamper is getting full. Mine's been getting a bit full too. Maybe we can do laundry together soon. Yeah. That's probably a good idea. It's strange though. It feels like I just did laundry and now I have to do it again. It's not like I even wear that many outfits. Yeah, me either. Alright, let's stop beating around the bush. Huh? What do you mean? Come on. You and I both know you didn't come here to talk about my laundry. Sorry, or the posters in my room. You're here because everything's stuck right now, and you think we should talk about it. Okay, everything does kind of suck, to be honest. It does. You're right. Everything is awful. You know you can say it, right? Say what? Go on. Say that it sucks. You know I don't like using that language. Fair enough. I know things have been very hard lately, but I just don't know what to do. How can I help is a big question at this point. Screaming therapy is just going to cause a bunch of emotional problems, cause arguments, and whatnot. It happened last time. So, that's kind of a thing. You don't need to do anything to help. There's nothing that needs to be helped. I'm fine. You aren't fine, and I'm not fine either. I don't want this cycle to continue, where all we do is feel miserable again and again. Mary. Yeah. Mom and Dad have been missing for weeks on end. I haven't heard from them in over a month. I don't think anyone's even looking for them anymore. And I'm not either. I feel so terrible about that. They're gone, and what am I even doing about it? I feel so awful. I feel so helpless myself. Sorry, checking on... Did it crash? It crashed, didn't it? Oh my god. Hold on. Okay, so there's some more problems apparently. OpenShot crashed and I didn't realize it. I was editing an editing video right now while playing this. This is one of those lower end resource games, so it's not a problem to be editing usually for something like this, but still. So here we are back still. Hopefully it doesn't crash again, otherwise I've got issues. A lot of issues. Let's see, how's my temperature doing? It's doing okay at the moment. And you're the only person I have. So when you treat me the way that you do, it makes me feel, I feel so sorry. I'll try not to let my feelings get the best of me anymore. Then how can you just keep going on like that? Saying that you're fine when you're not, when it's not true. And just settling for it. Because it's not like I have any other choice made. You just don't get it. I know you're worried about your own parents. I know that a shitload of stress, I know that's a shitload of stress on your shoulders, too. But at least you have some fucking hope in that situation. What hope do I have? My parents are dead. One of my best friends is dead. There's no way around either of those facts. I'm never going to see either of them again. And yeah, sure, maybe you can talk to them, but that doesn't mean that I can see them or be around them or do any of the same things I used to do with them. It's like, why fucking try? If everyone I get close to is just gonna die right in front of me, then why bother trying to do anything about it? Whether I'm happy or sad, or whatever, doesn't matter, because it doesn't change the life I'm living right now. Itchy nose. That does make me well reading this. That's why everything is fine. And why it has no choice but to be fine. I know that you want to help, but all these solutions, therapy, relaxing at home, whatever, they aren't going to change anything. They aren't going to bring anyone back. Don't you understand that? Better than anyone. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound like a dick when I say this, but your parents might come back one day. Mine won't. Mine sure won't. No, you can't stop living. Well, you can. It's... Well, technically you can, but that's not what we're trying to go for here. I'm not. At least, I'm not trying to. I think that's obvious. Even though it might not be apparent to you. I know what I'm doing with my life. And I'm definitely not stopping it. But it doesn't feel like how it should. So I pop in the back. It's been stiff. I've been recording for a little bit. This isn't how things were supposed to be. No one could have predicted this. I could have. I should have told them not to risk going out that night. I should have done a lot of things. But it's too late now. I don't think you should be thinking that way, like that. And how else should I be thinking? Listen, I know I'm not always the brightest girl, but if there's one thing I know about, it's loss. Here we go. Please, Chloe. Right. Sorry for cutting you off. When I attend those funerals, I meet a lot of people who are feeling the same way that you are. You're stricken with grief. It doesn't matter who died. And the way they express their grief isn't always the same. Some people can't help but to sob. Others seem to stare in disbelief. Like, if they wake up soon, they'll realize it was all just a terrible dream. And some of them simply talk to everyone around them as if nothing is the matter. But you can tell they'd rather be seeing their loved ones in different circumstances. I don't see those people for very long when I'm there. But I know that all those people have been getting better since that very day. It's why we have funerals. To start the healing process with closure. And to actually dispose of the body so it's not like a pile of rotting corpses. That would actually stink up the place for bad. But despite its name, closure is just the first step. I know that everyone deals with loss differently, but I know that grief won't last forever. And I know that processing it doesn't have to be so miserable either. So please, let me try to help you. Maybe if together We can acknowledge and embrace the circumstances we're in. It'll be easier to get past them. But what if I don't want to? Prove it. Move on from it. Get past it. Isn't that just the same as forgetting? The reason you go to all those funerals, the reason you visit those graves, isn't it because you don't want anyone to be forgotten about? How hypocritical of you. Wanting to remember strangers but forgetting the ones we care about most. It's not forgetting. Proven. Just because they're gone doesn't mean we're going to forget them. You're right in what you said. I don't want anyone to feel forgotten about. It's why I visit them. But feeling better about it isn't forgetting. Wanting to live a happy life isn't forgetting. I mean, do you think your parents would want this of you? That Theo would want this for you? You can't be afraid of what happens when the grieving is over. Feeling better doesn't mean you forgot how much you miss them. It just means you won't feel as sad when you remember them. Mary, yeah? You know I love you, right, Mary? Yes, I know. No, you don't. Come here. Cloven motioned me over with a lazy hug-like gesture, and I scooted over to him. Do you know the reason we started staying here? This old piece of shit cabin? No. I was always curious about it, but I thought it might be rude to ask. It's because, Cloven, we wanted to be closer to you guys. That's the only reason. You're joking. It's crazy. You had such a nice home in Holland City. Hey now, you know what all those old folks say about the difference between house and home. I hit preferences. But I'm here anyways. I might as well save. It's been like a little, not much, but a little. So yeah, there's a major difference honestly between house and home. I know I've been an asshole, and I probably won't stop feeling like one for a while. I can't really explain all my feelings right now. But while you're here, I just want to say, after having lost so many people, I'm just glad I haven't lost you yet. Yeah, I'm glad I haven't lost you either. Look what you made me do. You know I hate all that dumb sappy shit. And you got me over here monologuing it. I'm sorry. Yeah. Candidate Mars. That was so sappy I could put it in your morning pancakes. Hey, don't let it happen again. I won't. I won't. Well, I'm glad they're having a little bit of a lighter conversation at this point. Which, by the way, OpenShot crashed again. I'm gonna have to wait to edit this video here later. It's annoying. Trying to edit in this 2 hours. Pull up my other system, my other computer, pull it up. Get that set, but then I have to copy that all over, and then one thing leads to another. It's a lot of problems. Trying to get it set up. I might do that. I would have to have all my assets moved over, and it's been so long since I've edited a video on there. I'm gonna wait. Please leave my family alone. That is not possible. We're getting better. And if my parents were here still, I feel almost like I did before. I'm afraid I cannot give you the same life you once had, but I can assure you things will be better after this all. You're not going to answer, but I'm curious. How can you specifically make it better when you're the one causing all the problems? I can't explain it. At least not now. You haven't been explaining shit. But whether you believe it or not, it will get there. Oh, sorry, I will get there. And so you will get there, and so will I. This is for you. And you'll see that soon. Good night, Mary. Good night. Thank you. It's been a few days since then. Proven seems to be doing a little better than usual. I think he's really trying hard right now. And he's been seeing Zipporah again, too. I think that's nice. I think that's good for them. I'm happy to see them having a nice time together again. I had a nice day myself, actually. Sometimes it's nice to just return to the cemetery for a normal day after so much chaos. I made sure I put at least one flower on every grave today, though I haven't talked to any of them. I had considered doing it, but like others tell me, it's probably not a good idea to fall asleep in public places, especially if there's a killer on the loose. So I decided I wouldn't do that today. But that's not what happened, though. I truthfully didn't mean to fall asleep. I didn't. But then I sat back against the mausoleum we have, after being outside and on my feet all day. Well, I was just so tired. I didn't even realize I fell asleep until I woke up to the sound of rain. I was surprised to not have had any strange dreams this time, but this was a big problem. Only the roof trim of the mausoleum was keeping me safe from this rain. And it was pouring. And worse even still, it was night. The only light I could see was from the street lamps at the outside of the cemetery. Oh dear. How could I have slept so long? Well, I couldn't stay hiding under here all night. I took a deep breath and ran across the cemetery to the street. Luckily, the gate wasn't locked. Again, I was surprised, but thankful, as it meant I would not have to find some other way out. Once I was out on the sidewalk, I noticed the street lights were the only lights on. Everything else seemed closed. How late was it? I didn't want to put my phone out in the rain to check, but by any means, I had most definitely missed the last bus back home. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but I had to find shelter first. I ran through the rain, trying to find anything that was open. It wasn't long before I felt my shoes filling with water. I'd get a cold out here too long, and the rain showed no sign of letting up. But I knew there just had to be anything open. And eventually I made it somewhere. It was the movie theater. Thank goodness. I rushed myself inside and took a seat beside the posters, waiting to dry off and take my phone out. Just as I had suspected, it was pretty late. And knowing the usual time of the cinema, I could tell it wasn't going to be open much longer. I'm just curious what the posters are. Okay? Nothing to open. Got it. What do I do? Even though I wasn't sure how he could help me right now, I had to at least call Grogan. Why isn't he picking up? Mary? Oh, you picked up, thank goodness. I was starting to get worried. I'm having a bit of a problem right now. What is it? Well, you see, I kind of fell asleep in the cemetery, and I only woke up a few minutes ago. And it's raining really bad right now. And I missed the bus, so I don't know, I was hoping maybe you could come help me somehow. No can do, Marimu. Didn't I tell you? Tell you what. Alright. I'm like not even home right now. I'm not even close. Huh? Where are you then? I'm like out of the fucking city right now, Mary. I had these plans with these friends. It doesn't matter. I swear I told you. Well, I don't remember. Look, the bottom line is there's no way I can help you from here. Huh. Problems. Popping backs and hips. Get a little bit more comfortable. I need to pop my hips. Pop both of them. There we go. We were good. Okay, it's been tense here in the chair. Uncomfortable as hell. Okay. Take a drink. What am I supposed to do then? Good question. Fuck Mary, I don't know. I heard his frustrated sigh through the phone. I couldn't see it, but I could tell he was pinching the bridge of his nose. Where are you right now? I'm at the movie theater, but I think it's closed. It'll close soon. Alright, well, do you have anyone else you could call up? Maybe stay with them tonight? I mean, I guess so. Awesome. Great. Sounds good then. Look, Mars, I really gotta go, okay? Call up one of your other friends. I'm sure one of them will come get you. Alright then. I couldn't finish that. It was, alright then. Good night. I heard the click of Croven hanging up the phone. Call up one of my other friends? Well, there's only two of them. Who would I go with? We don't. Okay, we have you, but this. I wanted to request. There's supposed to be. I believe I read there was supposed to be a bad ending. Oh my god, this is. I'm not going to call Twilight. That's the last person I'm going to call. I don't know. And why is this such a hard choice? Why is this such a hard choice is the question. Like, Reginald, I'm assuming I could call easily enough. The mystery number, though, I'm half wanting to do that just to see what would happen. I'm saving. I want to call the mystery number just to see what would happen. Twilight's not a friend, and well, you are the closest thing we have to that. I want to see what just happens. I attempted to call in the mystery number. No one picked up. But I did receive a text immediately after. Why did you call me? I don't know. I'm stuck. Stuck where? Missed my bus home and it's pouring outside. I'm supposed to call one of my friends, but I'm not sure who to go with. I feel bad waking either of them. I see. Can you choose for me? Unfortunately, I don't know your friends, so I can't. but I think you can make that decision on your own. I guess I'll have to. Good luck. Well, look at the fucking help you were. Okay, Reginald. Decided to call Reginald. I don't want to bother him, but I don't think Twyla would have taken to me right now. Well, right now. I heard the phone ring a few times and then pick up. Mary? It's a bit late, isn't it? Is everything alright? Yeah, well, actually I kinda missed my last bus home. And I was hoping maybe I could stay with you tonight instead. Yes, of course. Where are you now? I'll be right over. Thank you. Okay. There's just something menacing about this, to be honest, with the dark atmosphere on the rain. Something menacing, very, very menacing. I saw the faint outline of Reginald's old car pull up to the side of the movie theater, and I went out to meet him. Even though it was raining, he still got out of the car and held the passenger door open for me. I told him it was silly to do that. I hope I wasn't too late. To be honest, I'm shocked you even came. Shocked you even came, to be honest. I hope it wasn't too late. You caught me in the middle of getting ready for bed, actually. And I wanted to get recharged. Don't feel right to leave the home in pajamas. No, you're good. We drove off to Reginald's apartment amidst all the rain. Because it was so late, there were hardly any cars on the road, so it made the drive a bit safer. We pulled into the parking space next to his building, and he covered me with his jacket as we ran inside. So sorry I wasn't thinking. I should have brought an umbrella. I didn't mind. We stepped inside to the buzzing of the fluorescent lights. Reginald led me to the stairwell, and we headed upwards. I had no idea he lived so high up. He told me that the elevator was broken and apologized for the inconvenience. I just felt bad for him. It must be a pain to climb all these stairs, especially after a hard day of work. Once we were in the proper hallway, Reginald began to lead me to his apartment. I tried to be quiet as we moved through the hallway, not wanting to disturb any of his neighbors. Before I knew it, we were entering his front door. So, lots going on. That's a lot. So, that's the administrative number. I was curious what happened. It was no help. No help at all. I wasn't going to contact Twilight at all. Well, here we are. I apologize for the mess. What mess? That's my question. What mess? If I had the foresight that you were coming, I would have cleaned ahead of time. Look around Reginald's apartment. Is this what he considers a mess? Nothing even looks dusty. Thank you for having me over. I feel really bad having asked you to accommodate me at such short notice. I'll try not to lose track of time anymore. Don't be silly. It's a pleasure to have you here, no matter what. Oh, but don't worry about sleeping on the couch or anything. You can take my bedroom. It's right next to the kitchen. I'll sleep out here. Huh? Oh, no, Reginald, I couldn't. You already drove out in the middle of the night to pick me up. I couldn't take your bed, too. Nonsense, I insist. You have a much better sleep, I'm sure of it. But don't you have to go to work in the morning? I'd feel awful if you couldn't get a good night's sleep. Oh, don't worry about me. I'll be fine. What was that? Nothing, I haven't. Oh. Oh dear. I just realized. Huh, what? Is everything okay? You don't have any pajamas to wear, do you? Oh. Don't worry about that. I can sleep just like this. How can you not worry? No offense, but although your outfit is quite the ensemble, I don't think it would make a very nice sleep. Why don't I go out and buy you something really quick? No way. It's really nice of you, but I can't accept that offer. It's so late and I doubt anywhere is even open. Oh, when there is, well, there's a way. Besides, I need to pick up some things anyway. Please, make yourself at home. Help yourself to anything in the kitchen, and don't be afraid to turn on the TV. I'll be back shortly. Before I could protest anymore, Reginald was out of the house, leaving me alone in his apartment. I guess I guess all I could do now was wait for him to get back. I plopped myself onto the couch and turned on the TV. There were some commercials playing, so I didn't know what show was on yet. What's on at this hour? Anyways, before I knew it, I heard the sound of the door unlock, and Reginald was walking through the front door. I watched as he locked the door behind him, dropped off some of the plastic bags he was carrying, shrugging off his coat. Left one bag in his room, and then proceeded to put some stuff away in the kitchen. Then he came back to sit beside me. The silhouette beforehand inside of the family restaurant, I gotta say, it's seen you a handful of times. It kind of resembles you a little bit, to be honest. Mind you, problems. I'm expecting you. I still have a vibe that you're not exactly gonna be straightforward, being this like nice guy. There's got to be something with you. So, what are you watching? Oh, I don't know, nothing in particular. Well, would you like to watch something? Or would you rather just head to bed? Now that I think about it, I can't remember the last time I actually watched something on TV. Reginald passed me the TV remote and told me to put on anything I'd like. He wasn't picky. Maybe we could watch... We have too many options. Judging off your taste prior, I think the romantic comedy would actually fit yours best. But for now, I'm gonna quickly say, because a lot's happening, too many choices. I flipped through a few channels until I found this one. It looked like there was some sort of romantic comedy playing. It seemed pretty cute just from the preview I got of it. Do I watch it? Yeah, why not? Oh, this is what you wanted to watch? I mean, we don't have to, but I don't know. I was kinda in the mood for something lighthearted and fun. No, I completely understand. Something to watch mindlessly, almost. I was clicking and wondering it was actually trying to shrink the actual game size. That's not the best option. Let's see, something you don't have to worry about. Content like that. It can be so refreshing. Reginald and I sat and watched TV for a while. It was pretty nice, though eventually I started to feel tired. I think Reginald could tell too. I yawned as I stood up off the couch, thanking him once again for letting me use his room to sleep. It's not a problem at all. I left the pajamas in the bag for you. I think they should fit. Good night, Mary. I had a pretty nice sleep, actually. Reginald's bed felt comfier than my own. But that only made me feel all the worse for taking it from him. I get dressed into my usual clothes and carefully slipped out the bedroom door. After all, if Reginald was still asleep, I didn't want to wake him. But to my surprise, there was no one there at all. I knocked on the bathroom door just to make sure he wasn't using it. But there was no answer. It was then that I noticed a note that had fallen in front of his front door. Mary, so sorry to leave you alone this morning. I had an urgent matter to attend to. I don't think I'll be back anytime soon, but feel free to help yourself to any food in the apartment for breakfast. Sorry. Allergies and a dry throat. Okay. Sorry. All I ask is that when you leave, you lock the apartment with a spare key in the end table drawer, and then slide it back under the door. Fair enough? Thank you. I'll talk to you later. I see. I didn't really feel comfortable taking Reginald's food, especially when he's not home. And especially not after all he did for me. I followed his other instructions and left the apartment. Wonder what I'll do with today. Proven's been pretty anxious lately. He could never admit it, but it's easy to tell. He's home almost all the time, but never relaxed. He's always pacing, itching, double checking. He's always looking at his phone. Remember to disable that alarm this time so it doesn't blare off in my face. He's always looking at his phone. Sometimes I see him go outside to talk on said phone. He yells at whoever it is that's on the other end. Even from inside I can hear it. Inside. He's been asking me to stay inside a lot lately, too. I hit my desk with my hand because my leg itched. He sounds just like my parents did back when this all started. I don't know why he asked me, but I do it anyways. Because whatever it is, it's making him worry himself sick. And I'm not going to add to that stress. I just wish he could tell me what's going on with him. But I'm not going to push either. I'll let him tell me in his own time. So, as expected, I've been home all day. I haven't done much. Popping my ears, man, I need to do. Better. Much better. Though I'd like to change that soon. If I'm staying home anyway, I might as well be productive about it, right? Maybe I'll get a little cleaning done tomorrow. Oh, that's a good possibility. A clean home is a happy home, and it may help take some of the stress away. That'd be nice. I just finished washing my face and brushed my teeth for tonight. I was about to change into pajamas and settle into bed when I received a phone call. So late at night, I reached over to my phone and checked who it was. Twyla? And my eyes are bothering me? I figured Twyla would be mad at me still. Why is she calling? Maybe she wants to cash in those favors I owe her. You owe her nothing. But so late at night, I decided to pick up anyways. Mary, Twyla, sounded like she was out of breath. Mary, thank goodness you answered. Please, I need your help. Huh? What are you talking about? Are you okay? I am, for right now. Please, I need you to come get me. You're the only person I can rely on for this. I don't understand. What's happening? I don't have time to explain. My phone is low on battery, and I don't know how much longer it'll last. But I'm in trouble. I need your help. Trouble? Why didn't you call an emergency number? I can't. It'll make things worse. You have to believe me. Please. I know I haven't been the easiest on you, but I'm really relying on you right now. Okay. I think I can still catch a bus. Where are you right now? Okay. Throat dry as a bone. Do you remember when we met in the bathroom of that club? Yeah, I do. I'm near that building. I'm hiding in one of the alleys. Please hurry and find me. And whatever you do not go to the police. I couldn't finish. Promise me you won't. Damn congestion. Twyla? The phone must have ran out of battery. I had to find her. Well, it's kind of probably. Craven was asleep in bed when I answered the phone. Even though he didn't really want me to leave the house, this was clearly an emergency. I had to go. I quietly slipped out of the house, making my way toward the bus stop. I hopped on the first bus that came and silently prayed that it didn't come too late. We were off to the city once again. Twyla sounded really bad. Like it was hard for her to breathe. Is she really okay? She told me not to contact the police or anything like that. But how am I supposed to help her? I don't understand. If she doesn't want the police involved, then I guess it's not something they're supposed to know about. Is it okay for me to be involved with, then? I hope it wasn't making a mistake. I didn't get a choice in this, it just happened on its own. There was hardly anyone walking amongst the streets tonight. In fact, I think I might have only seen one other person out there tonight. It was eerily quiet. I had to find Twyla. Per her instructions, I made my way toward that hidden club building. I just hoped she was still there. Well, let's hope it wasn't as bad as it was. I think this might be the thumbnail, so screenshot. Screen the shot. Because I don't want to have to load all the way up to this point. And screenshot. Save. And taken. There we go. I checked between each crack and alley I could find. Until... The hell? Twyla? Well, you're not doing the best. What happened? Are you okay? Your head is bleeding. And your shirt. There's blood all over it. I'm fine. She coughed. She sounded hoarse. Don't be so loud, okay? I tried to quiet my voice, but it was difficult with the sight before me. How did this happen? I was attacked. Huh? By who? I don't know. I didn't see them. I was just trying to investigate. And suddenly something struck me in the head. And luckily, it didn't knock me out cold. I somehow managed to get away, but I'm scared they're still looking for me. I shouldn't have gone alone. Twyla, we should call someone. No, please don't. That's more trouble than it's worth. And I don't think I'm in any shape to be interrogated right now. But what, with Twyla? Please. I just called you to help get to the hospital. I clicked on. Don't need your help right now. You keep crashing on me. There we go. Actually, I want to open shot. Didn't mean to. To help me get to the hospital. My car, it's far. But my leg, I think it's twisted. I can't make it there on my own. You want me to drive you then? No. I think I can do it. I just can't do it alone. Please. Help me get to the hospital. Yeah, of course, I will. Come on, let's get out of here. I kneeled over to help Twyla up. She threw her arm around my shoulder for support. Right as we were about to turn out of the alleyway. Shit. Twyla fell to the ground beside me. In complete shock, I turned to the source of the noise, only to be met with an even bigger shock. Nope, this is the thumbnail. Nope, this is the thumbnail. What the hell? I might use the other one. I don't know. This one, there's too many good options. How fucking stupid do you take me for? Proven? Married. We're leaving. What? I didn't read that. You just... I shot her in the leg. She'll survive. But you won't if you leave with her. Huh? She's trying to trick you. She's really good at it, too. But maybe if you were better... Maybe if she was better at it, I wouldn't have been here to stop her. I don't understand. What's going on? I'll explain it later. But we need to go. Now. This is all too much. You just shot somebody. I didn't even know you had a gun. There's no time for this. I didn't mean that. You're coming with me whether you like it or not. I don't think so. Oh shit. Oh, how fucking stupid do you take me for, huh? You think that's enough to incapacitate me? I couldn't get any words out. I didn't know what was happening. All I knew was that Twyla's arm was locked around my neck. I'm sorry to keep pausing this, but there's too many good options. Why does there have to be so many good options for this? I don't know which is going to be the thumbnail. Oh my god, there's so many good ones. And I felt the cool touch of metal brush across my face. Now, unless you think you're a real fucking lucky shot, I'd put that gun down right now. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Did you go deaf? Put the gun down or lose a fucking eye. You shut up. Twyla choked me harder. What is it gonna be, asshole? Do you like your chances? At this point, fucking shoot her. Mary, I can't do that. I'm sorry. I really tried. Cloven put the gun on the ground. Twyla pushed the knife closer to my face. I felt its teeth lightly press into my skin. Cloven's eyes grew wider as he understood what she was getting at. He held up his hands by his head, defenseless, and took a few steps back. Twyla quickly drew the knife from my face. And, okay, let's see. I'm just glad she didn't manage to scratch me in the process. She then removed her arm from my neck. I didn't realize how tightly she had actually been choking me until she let go. I gasped for air and almost toppled over. I stood as still as I could as Twyla walked over and picked up Cloven's gun. Thank you for agreeing to come with me, Mary. I really do appreciate it. She aimed it in Cloven's direction. You were a very big help, and then pointed towards me. Don't you dare. If you do, I ain't telling you shit. I wasn't going to. Twyla walked over to me. She lifted the gun over my head. Mary, I'm sorry. I was out. Yoo-hoo! Can you hear me? Mary? Yoo-hoo! Zapara? What? Where am I? Where's Cloven? I was going to ask you the same thing. Well, this is... Oh, God. So I was right about Twyla being a really bad person? Oh, my God. Cloven went missing. Twyla did that. Or did too. Or at least she is very good at hiding. It's been weeks since that night. I have not seen or heard from either of them. Supposedly, Zapara found me because Cloven messaged her and told her to come get me. And she didn't hear from him again after that. I went to the police, even though I knew Cloven doesn't like them. They were the only people left I could think of that might help me. But just like my parents, it's turning up with nothing. No clues, no evidence. As if they had suddenly vanished. Zapara has been trying to help me look. I had thought that maybe we were starting to get along before, but it didn't seem that way anymore. She doesn't talk. She doesn't like talking to me. I can see it. I can feel it. Her messages were short. We never met for more than an hour at a time. She always got something to be, or somewhere to be. She's mad at me. I know she is. Can I blame her? It's like I took her last friend away. And mine too. It's all my fault. If only I should have listened to Cloven. Maybe then none of this would have happened. It's like everything that had been happening came to a sudden halt. Twyla was gone. Cloven was gone. Even the mystery number stopped responding to me. Was this really it? Was this really the end? I still live in the cabin. I've got nowhere else to go. Try not to bother Cloven's room too much. It still smells like him when I walk past. And I'm sure when he, comes back, he would want to see his room. He wouldn't want to see his room a mess. I try not to bother it too much. But sometimes I just can't help myself. I walk in. His hamper still has a shirt sleeve hanging off the side. His pillow is still lopsided on his bed. His curtain is still drawn. I walk over to his bed, lie down, and I try not to cry. Oh my God. This is a bad ending? Congratulations! You've just completed a route of Cemetery Mary. Thank you for playing. But do you think you can get the true ending if you try again? How? Okay. I am going to actually. This is one of those rare times I'm going to actually look this up. Yeah, I'm going to look this up real quick. It is extremely rare for me to actually do so. So yeah, I'll cut back when I actually have the answer. Okay, so I did a little bit of researching, and all I can say is there is no straightforward answer to this. Okay, let me just read over some options. We have Twilight's good ending, we have Reginald's good ending, we have Croven's good ending. Those are some of the endings. We have several different options on how to be able to get the true endings. And there are too many options here. It's a back and forth, back and forth. I might make another video on this, but until then, this is what we have. This is what we have as a bad ending. Oh God, this is horrible. I'm not done with this. I'm too invested in this. So I'm going to leave it here and kind of process and try to get the previous episode to actually edit, so I can actually have that uploaded for the following day. So thank you for watching this episode. Like, comment, subscribe if you wish to. Let me know of any game you'd like to see me play, and I hope to see you in another video. So goodbye.